Hello everybody, this is the GoldenLockPicker, and I'm back at you here with another lock and device today. What I have for you guys today is a PACLOCK or Pacific Lock 100G. This is currently ranked as a green belt level lock on Lockpickers United. This is a lock though you're probably not going to come across too much unless you find it on eBay, because this is one that PACLOCK makes specifically for the U.S. federal government and also for military. And they make multiple locks for the military. They have 3 different applications: low security, field serviceable, and then high security. This is considered their low security lock. Now you would be thinking, well, if it's low security, then why is it green belt? Well, when they classify that, they take into account more than just the pick resistance. They're also looking at the physical security of that. So Lockpickers United is sort of a belt ranking system designed to help people in the lock sport hobby to sort of gauge and understand the differences maybe between different locks and their difficulty of picking them. And it's sort of a way for you to earn karate flair, as they like to call it, as you work your way up the belt ranking system. And this lock would rank as a green belt level lock. So let's take a look at it a little bit closer here. We can see it's a fairly wide open keyway. It's kind of similar to what you'd find from like a master lock style keyway. PACLOCK calls this their M15 for the key. And this is a 5-pin core. We can see by the number of cuts in that key there. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cuts in that key. And when we insert it and turn it over, it doesn't automatically pop. It isn't a sprung shackle. You have to pull it. And it does have ball bearings inside of there. The other thing too is this is a key retaining lock. You cannot remove the key unless you take the shackle and reinsert it. And then it allows you to pull that key out. So that's the PACLOCK 100G, at least kind of a short breakdown of it there. Go ahead and throw it in the vise and we'll see if we can pick into it here today. And for picking, I am going to start out we'll actually go bottom of the keyway tensioner here in 50 thousandths from Jimmy Long's, and that's their bottom of the keyway, top of the keyway tensioner. Don't be surprised if I switch to this top of the keyway tensioner. If you're interested, it's the 40 thousandths top of the keyway tensioner. And then I will just be using a short flat hook in 23 thousandths from Jimmy Long's. If you're ever interested what the color coding dots are for me personally, I have purchased these dots that are inserts from 44 Delta. They're 3D printed, and I have chosen to use white to denote the picks that I have that are in 23 thousandths from Jimmy Long's. And then the glow-in-the-dark blue is actually the picks that I have that are in 19 thousandths. So let's go ahead and get to picking here. So I'm going to go ahead and work my way all the way to the back. Then I'm going to actually apply just a little bit of tension. Not too much, but a little. And let's see here. What did we feel when we go through? Nothing quite yet. Got a little bit of a click maybe on 3. Working on 2. Nothing. It feels soft. And same with 1. So I'm going to go to the very, very back again. And I'll try on 5. I didn't quite feel anything. So go ahead. Try 4. I think we still have that one on 3, but nothing changes yet. 3, 2, and 1. All about the same. So I'm going to go in again one more time. And there we go. All right. And it looks like we actually just needed to tap 5 there. And it looks like we got that open. So that is what it takes to single pin pick into the, oh, it looks like we got it turned over. We don't have the shackle pop there. Let me just gently turn it a little bit. Sometimes you just have to under rotate it. And once you do that, then that basically allows you to pop the shackle. So we'll go ahead and put that back in. And as you can see, it wasn't too hard to pick into that, but I think a lot of it is the tensioning with this lock. But this lock actually does have security pins in it, which is really amazing, because if you look at some of the cutaways that people have made on lpubelts.com of this lock has security pins in it. But I think it's just not nearly as good as other locks security-wise. And part of that may be just because maybe it's the tolerances, which would be really shocking, because PACLOCK makes amazing locks. I love a lot of their other locks, and I'm actually still working to try to get my first open on some of their blue belt level locks. The PLA, PL410 Pro, their 7-pin core, and then some of their P90 Pros. I'm still working to try to get my first open on that. But I was a little bit shocked that not only could I pick through this in a fairly reasonable amount of time, as you guys saw there, but the other thing too is I could actually rake this lock. And it has security pins. I mean, it's fairly well documented, these do. So let's go ahead. I'm going to be using the cycloid in 23 thousandths from Jimmy Logs, and I'm just going to try a kinetic attack. And then if I feel like I've fallen over into a false set and I'm kind of stopped, I might try to do a hybrid rock. If I don't succeed, then what I'll do is I'll actually reset back, and then I'll come back to it again and do that same kinetic attack hybrid rock. So let's go for that. Okay, and it seems like we did bind up. So these, I do think we have security pins in here. Let's go ahead and try that one more time. Oh, helps if I don't eject my turner onto the floor. So we'll go ahead and put that back in, and try to keep some tension on that guy there. Oops, sorry about that there. No, don't want to mar it up. And there we go. So as you can see, this is actually rakeable, even though it has security pins in it. Now, I didn't do a very good job that time. Let's see if we can get a little bit better time on that. But we'll go back to this one more time. Okay, you can see we kind of fell over into a false set there. And there we go. As you can see, it definitely will open. Really interesting. I find that very unusual that a lock with that kind of security, that you could rake that over quite as easy as we did. So let me go ahead and pull that out. We'll just make sure that that core does get turned back just a touch. So I think that should allow us to pop that shackle. There we go. So that is the PACLOCK 100G. And the part of the reason I want to show you guys that that thing is rakeable is partially I wanted to show you that this lock, I'm not dogging on this lock. I love Pacific Lock. And I'm so grateful to have this. And I can't wait someday to pick some more of their high security locks or their more challenging locks to join the 200K club. It's basically their special club they have for people are able to pick into some of their locks that have over 200 key combinations, I believe is what it is, 200,000 key combinations. But why I wanted to show this to you is I know that I've got some people out there in the lock sport community who may be still kind of struggling with some even lower security locks. And one of the things that helped me with getting into this lock is to actually first try to rake it. I know that sounds weird because it's like it has security pins in it. But sometimes even just getting to that point, you hit that false set. If you could rake it and get over to that false set, sometimes it tells you where your tension level needs to be at. And with this lock, I just happened to also get far enough that I could actually rake this lock open. And if you're having trouble with some locks, I think that's something you should really consider is just try to break it. See where you get. If you get to that false set, and it kind of helps give you a baseline for where your tension sort of needs to be. And then go ahead and reset, and then start out single pin picking and go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me what you think of the PACLOCK 100G. Feel free to hit the like button if you found this helpful. And if you want to see more content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I appreciate every single one of your comments. I try to reply to all of them. Thank you guys so much, and have a good new year. Bye.